Hildryn is completely insane right now to the point that she's being compared to other menaces in Warframe's history like Slam Kong, but what's making her so good at this point? Well, like lots of things in Warframe, it's not just a single aspect, and heck, I won't even be able to cover all of the things that are making her so busted in this short. So be sure to leave a comment with things that I couldn't get to here, as I'll just be covering the things that in my opinion are being the most impactful. First up, in the start of the power is obviously her Aegis Gale augment for her Aegis Storm and kind of for her Balefire as well. When you hit Alt Fire while in Aegis Storm, your Balefire will shoot out 4 AoE rounds, which all in all isn't really all that nuts, but it has some odd interactions. Range mods that you put on your Hildryn will increase the base radius of the AoE of the weapon, which since that's increasing the base radius, Fulmination is essentially multiplicatively applying to the range on the frame. Combine that with the fact that it ignores line of sight, and using Magnum Force to make those AoE spread out even more, you get an insanely powerful massive area nuking weapon that doesn't have any ammo restrictions and can get some wild fire rate and multi-shot from mods and arcanes. Secondly, Aegis Gale gets additional damage based on the amount of base shields that your Hildryn has. So with a new arcane expertise, Hildryn's shields are getting to some really nutty levels and thus significantly increasing its damage and essentially making your strength mods apply in 2 ways to Aegis Gale's damage. And with Pillage being as strong as it is for shield generation, not to mention its defense removal, she basically never runs out of shields and is not really ever taking damage because of the Aegis Storm AoE crowd control, along with a high movement speed when paired with decent enough parkour speed, which yes, moving around does actually help with your survivability more than you might think. And lastly, secondary Enervate just makes this thing an absolute crit monster, and that's especially the case when paired with Zada's Whisper and blast effects on the weapon. It can just do some really insane things, but that interaction's a topic for another day. Like I said at the start, these are just the 3 biggest things that I personally think that are making her so strong, but it's so multi-layered with Hildryn that onions are jealous. She's so incredibly powerful right now that if anything in the game is in the crosshairs for a nerf bat, I personally think that she's most definitely the top contender. Not that I'm calling for a nerf or anything, just to be clear, I'm just being realistic about her current state. But let me know what you think about her right now in the comments, and as always, Hildryn's build is at the end, sub for more tips, and swing by my stream if you need any help.